Hey y'all, this video will be a bit different from my normal content, and the reason for that is I wanna experiment, okay? I wanna do a video about this topic, okay? You let me do that? But before anything, you like my cut? I was in the barbershop like, dumb face. So in this video, I wanna talk about toxicity in gaming, my experience with it, my love for it, and some historical moments from the gaming community. And also, hey, let's rather have some fun! I want to start with my first experience with toxicity because I distinctly remember it as one of the worst days of my life. I'm on my dad's laptop playing on a knockoff Minecraft launcher on a random server, and you know, I'm living the gamer life, snorting my snot and drinking water because I was afraid of energy drinks. And the server had this plot system, you know, you had to claim that plot and then you could build on that. But one thing I got to remember for the rest of my life is that you can invite players on that plot. A couple guys come up to me and they say, hey, can we build with you? I'm like, oh, sweet, of course, and I invite them. Little did I know, that was the worst mistake I could have done. They built penises upon my land. They set my boxy-looking wood house on fire. They also wanted to TNT, but they couldn't TNT because it was disabled on the server. And I'm there, fire all around me, I'm crying, I'm down, I'm defeated. And my dad comes up to me and says something like, can you type? If you hadn't typed, fuck you. And I laughed about it and I quit the server. So yeah, I wanted to tell this story because I think everyone has a story like that. So I would think that everyone can relate to this in some way or another. Which makes me wonder, if everyone experiences toxicity from the victim side first, why do most of us become abusers at some point? I think the reason is hate. I know I'm talking about toxicity in gaming. We all have our trauma, we all live with it, but the majority gets to live to this point, where they think like, I was a victim of it too, so I'll carry on with that toxicity legacy. Toxicity spreads like hate, and hate spreads like toxicity. Man, I'm like a poet, I'm like Eminem. And now we're here. Toxicity is nearly in every game, so if we're here, why not laugh at it? I wanted to examine some of the most historical moments in gaming that was also toxic. So yeah, let's do that. I think we all recognize this house, I think we all know what's gonna happen here. So first I wanna give some context about it. These are some people on a random Russian Minecraft server, and the kid killed the guy that was recording previously before the recording took place. And the guy has some unfair advantages, as you can see. He's got creative mode, and more importantly, he's got word with it. So they are arguing and arguing until the point of no return. And man, it always gets me how normal everyone thinks this is. How no one laughs in the conversation, not even the guy recording. The kid going from a Viking that screams like Valhalla before he dies, like it's his last scream on earth, to Lil Foy Pants the second he looks at his mom. He's like, Rah! His mom calls him an idiot. It's all concerning, it's all a bit concerning, but it's so fucking funny. And I think that's a perfect quote to describe what toxicity is. A bit concerning, but so fucking funny. But here's a clip that's a bit concerning, but questionably funny. Tyler 1 was like the perfect example of a toxicity goblin that every League of Legends player has in their brain. Only Tyler was that and only that. There was no goblin in his brain, he was the goblin. On a sunny day, Tyler was playing a nice game of League of Legends. This is a big thing in League of Legends, died 3 times. He was blaming his teammates for a bit, then he asked the famous question, want me to run it down mid? And no one said yes, but I think you know what happened. League of Legends does this to your brain, where if you're not having fun, no one can have fun. But I think some people found the opposite of this, where if you're not having fun, You will, because of the people around you that are having fun with you. Deep Rock Galactic. Deep Rock Galactic is like in my top 5 games of all time. I love it to death and is the reason I want to put myself under a hydraulic press so I can be a dwarf. You can feel the camaraderie through the screen. It feels like the most random people I play with. I know since I was born, I've been to war with them, I've been everywhere with them. They are my best friends. And that is because we are dwarves and we are digging a hole. The game just makes us strive to die for each other, to live for each other, to compliment each other's beers and ask them if they borrowed their underwear.
Did you borrow my underwear?
You all have the same goal. You all scream for call like it's the last thing you're gonna do, and you all have the best time of your life while doing that. It's great, and I wish more people would like to know that feeling. Now that we took this little walk on the beacon of hope, let's jump down the cliff. Valorant. Valorant is like a woman's nightmare, dude. Imagine your nightmare, where you're running from something and you fall and you're trying to get up, but you can't. The thing that's running after you is a 16-year-old that thinks women are like germs. I have extra respect for the women that have the courage to talk back to these people, to these fart-snorting players.
Nice aim moment, good job, well played, well played.
I hit him 72, what did you hit him for?
And remember, insulting their dick is the soft spot, literally. Now, before I end the video, I want to show everyone the game that I think is the most toxic. I know League of Legends is objectively the most toxic, as in the most amount of players that type and do bad things. But I think that this game has way more toxic players if you look at the percentage of the toxic players. Dead by Daylight. Man, I fucking hate this game. I don't think the developer team is that bad. I actually like them, but the monster that they cobbled together is that bad. It just oozes, it just encourages toxicity in every part of the game. I feel like you cannot have fun in Dead by Daylight without another player raging. You can only have fun in Dead by Daylight with the cost of another person's mental well-being. And what's crazy is that it has really few ways of interacting with other players. Like in Deep Rock Galactic, you can throw grenades at each other, shoot each other, ping each other, type to each other, and yet the game where you can crouch, point, and flash in the enemy player's eye is infinitely more toxic. And that's a fucking achievement. It amazes me that a game that's this limited can be this toxic. It's a miracle, honestly. I think of Dead by Daylight players as like lab rats, people that got in this detention, that got in this purgatory, and they do their own thing. They are being miserable to each other, and I think that that's kind of funny. Overall, I think that toxicity can be funny in the right moment, with the right people, but most people use it as a way to bring everyone down, which isn't cool. So next time you're gaming and you're tilted, make a joke, not a death threat. Type farting noise in the chat. Maybe someone will go through with it and it'll get fun again. And if they don't, they'll think you're crazy. It's a win-win both ways. And if you play Dead by Daylight, holy fuck, that game sucks.